Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my review on Kaleidos Makeup and their Futurism series. So they first came out with the 1, 2, and 3. The Futurism 1 Sci-Fi Green. And the packaging is very much like the Pat McGrath packaging, like the minis where they open up. Although I will say that the Pat McGrath has this little like clasp thing. I kind of like this where it doesn't have that little clasp because it's magnetic anyway. So I think this is more cleaner. And I'll show you what I mean. So here's the Pat McGrath, and it has this little thing here, which I could just see myself breaking after a while, but it opens the same way with the artwork on Pat McGrath. And then it's got this plastic thing like Pat McGrath. So definitely I would say they were inspired by Pat McGrath's packaging. And it comes with that little plastic thing as well, but I actually took these out. This is the Futurism 2 in Cyber Bronze. And I'm not gonna swatch any of these, but I will list some reviews that I saw below that I really enjoyed where they swatched the palettes. And this is Astro Pink, and Futurism 4, VR Neon, and the Futurism 5 Electro Turquoise. Gorgeous, gorgeous palettes. These palettes each retail for $24, or you can get a pack of 3, which I believe you could pick out the ones you want, which is nice, for $59, or you could do a bundle of 5 for $99. So I did the bundle of 5, so they came up to $20 each, and you know, you saved $20, so that's a pretty good deal. On my eyes, I used 1 and 2. I did do a series on my Instagram, so I will go over all the palettes and show you the looks that I created. I just wanted to do like a wearable look because I did more of a sci-fi kind of futurism series on my Instagram. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the eye tutorial, and then I will let you know my final thoughts at the end of the video. Okay, so I already prepped my eyes using the Urban Decay Potion Primer, and I think I am gonna go into the Futurism 2 and the 1 for the demo. This is a Smith 230 fluffy brush. In this Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze, I'm gonna dip into this like brown shade very lightly. And I'm going to very lightly buff that up in my crease. Because I want a light transition, I'm doing it very lightly because these mattes are very pigmented. And I want it to be light because I want to do a gradient, and there's not a lot of different shades because this is a 6 pan. So now going into the Sci-Fi Green, I'm going into this like kind of mustardy shade, the same brush, and that one I'm gonna pack on a little deeper and just back and forth, make that shade a little bit deeper. And then with a more tapered, like this one's Pinch, this is the Sigma E25. I'm gonna dip into this kind of like reddish shade here. And I want this even more concentrated in my crease. Like I want it very concentrated. Kind of drawing like a line. And then going back into that mustardy shade, I'm going to marry those colors together. And there is kick up with these matte shades, but as you know, to me that just means they're just gonna blend. There is no fallout with the mattes, at least I haven't had any issues. Now with the metallics there is fallout, and some more than others, but the mattes are really nice. There were a couple palettes I had trouble with, and I'll go over that. But these two, the Cyber Bronze and Sci-Fi Green, were like very, very smooth palettes. Now I'm gonna go into this like gold shade here. And with a flat brush, I am going to pick that shade up, and I am gonna wet it. I didn't wet my brush a lot in the pictures I did for Instagram. But I want this to be very foiled. And I'm just packing this on my lid. I'm gonna take some of this green shade, see if I can't take it down a little bit. It's a little too gold. So, and I'm just putting this more in the center. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back into this shit here and just kind of clean this in the center up a little bit. Bring it up. And then I am going to take this Lamora tapered brush and I'm gonna go into this brown shade right here. And I'm gonna start packing that in the edge and sweeping it across. I want it a little warmer, so I'm gonna mix these two. So I laid down this dark brown and now I'm gonna lay this on top because I kind of want it a little bit more, like I want it dark, but I want it warmer. Okay, and I'm gonna go back into this and just again blend. And then go back in with that green metallic shade. And then with that more gold yellow shade. Okay. And then using this brush, I'm just gonna drag this orange shade down underneath. And I'm gonna leave that gold there. I might deepen it. You guys hear like waves crashing? I sleep with the Alexa, I said her name and she came up. I sleep with sleep sounds on and then I leave it for the dogs and I completely forgot. We're gonna leave it on, so if you hear a very soothing beach noise, that's what that is. But it's too late, so we're gonna roll with it. Okay, so that will complete the eye look. I'm gonna put on liner, mascara, and then finish my face off and my brows, and we will be right back. This is the finished look. On my face for foundation, I used the Maybelline Fit Me in 125, the dewy one. My brows, I used Precisely My Brow in number 4. I used a brown liquid liner because I didn't want a harsh winged liner, and this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liner in dark brown. And then on my cheeks, I use a Natasha Denona tan, but I accidentally grabbed the bloom, but I used the tan. And then for highlight, I used the Desi and Katie Fuego, and then I think that's it. So now the palettes. I really enjoyed the palettes. My favorite would have to be Futurism I in Sci-Fi Green and then Futurism II in Cyber Bronze. These two across the board are beautiful. I'll put up some looks that I did. I did a Futurism series on Instagram, and with the Sci-Fi Green, this is a very, very gorgeous palette. I know people compare this to the Melt, and if you're eyeing the Melt, but maybe you're not sure, I will say that this will give you similar looks. It will just lean more on the gold yellow side, whereas the Melt, you're gonna get more of the grungy green side. That one's a little bit truer to a green, as well as this shade here, and here it's more of a orange mustard, and that one's more of a yellow mustard, if that makes sense. I love them both. They both create beautiful looks, but this one's a little bit more on a vibrant, and I know people say, oh, this one's more pigmented. It's not more pigmented, it's just a brighter shade. So I still love my Melt, and I wouldn't pick my Melt over this one, but I think I'm happy this is in my collection. I didn't think I was gonna like this one as much as I did. This is the Cyber Bronze, and I just feel like the Futurism 1 and 2, the metallics are more true to metallic. Like they're very wet metallic looking shades, which is why these two are my favorite. Then next, I would say the 3 and 5 are kind of neck and neck, and I'll explain why. So let's go into the 3. The blue and the black, they're more of a pressed glitter. I was really hoping that this would be more of like a metallic finish, but I don't know if it's just mine because I've seen other people's reviews and it looked more metallic on theirs, but these had a lot of fallout. And then this black one, I don't know if it's because of the glitter. You could see that there's glitter in the black one. It just was very dusty, and not dusty the way like these are where they blend. It was dusty and like a very finely milled. I can't explain it. It's in my head, but it's just like a different, it almost dusted away. This black was not as good as the black in the Sci-Fi Green. So this shade did not work out for me. It could have been me. I couldn't use it. I was doing a look with these 3 and then using these in the crease and it just didn't work. I had to take it off and then use the black in another look with my lips because I didn't want to use every color for all my pictures. But these 4, oh, so gorgeous, especially this shade right here. Light year shade. Oh God, it's stunning. And you could create a really pretty look with these 4 shades. So this one was really hard because I liked that one as well as number 5. So this one was probably my least favorite. This is the Futurism for VR Neon. I have neon shades. I have the Melt one and I like that one a little bit more. These blended nicely. I would say that these 2 shades kind of muddied a little bit together because in my look that I did, once I popped the red on, it kind of overpowered that orange shade. But I got really parrot vibes doing this look, and I was able to create a beautiful look. I didn't like these 2 shades. Again, there's nothing wrong with them. I don't like pressed glitters, and to me this was more of a pressed glitter than that metallic. I mean, if you pack them on, you can get a metallic finish, but you could also like put them on lightly and it's kind of more of a glitter type effect. So still a great palette. It's just not colors I reach for, and I don't like that pressed glitter. So, and then the Futurism 5 Electro Turquoise. I like this one because besides this blue shade, which is a little bit more of that pressed glitter, as well as this one, this color story is gorgeous, and these all blended out really great, especially this teal, which I was surprised because usually teal comes up, you know, a little patchy, but this one's really pretty, and I had a tough time deciding between this one and the Astro Pink. So these 2 came in pretty close. It's not anything that I would use all the time, but still gorgeous. So I do like these palettes. I would probably recommend, only because I'm cheap and I don't like paying full price for anything, if you get the bundle, get the bundle. So they have like, I think a 3 bundle and then a 5 bundle. I did the 5, and basically each of these came up to 20 bucks. But I think if I could do it again, I probably just would have gotten the first 3, just because I know throughout my collection I have these shades, but it is nice that they're all right here for you. Now I know a lot of people say that these are great because they're small and travel friendly. I don't like traveling with palettes that kind of limit me to a specific color story. I prefer traveling with a nice palette that then I can choose, especially if I'm going to be gone for, you know, more than 2 or 3 days. I want the option to kind of match my makeup to what I'm wearing. So I would definitely check this brand out. They're amazing. I wish their customer service was just a little bit better. That's probably my only complaint about them, is I emailed them a couple times and they didn't get back to me because their site had gone down, my tracking wasn't coming through, just stuff like that. So that's my only gripe. But I won't cancel a brand because of that, because Juvia's Place did it to me, and Beauty Bakery. I guess these indie brands, they just don't have that customer service. But then again, ColourPop, before they got big, their customer service has always been amazing. So Other than that, the palettes are gorgeous. I think they're totally worth it. So yeah, that will do it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe and click that notification bell so you know when I upload. Until next time, guys. Bye.